Coming up on Great Day Connecticut, we are getting in the Irish spirit just in time for St. Patrick's Day. Irish step dancing. I'm also going to try this out. That is coming up.
Plus, it's National Sleep Awareness Week. We're telling you about some deals that'll help you get a good night's rest. And healthy options to feed your family. We've got some great ideas they'll love. We're making your day a great one, starting right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to Great Day Connecticut. Welcome to Irene O'Connor. It's so perfect that you're here on an Irish step dancing day.
I know. I was looking at it. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm here on the perfect day.
Yes, if you don't know, Irene was a competitive Irish step dancer
Yes.
for all of her high school career. Was it college as well?
A little bit of college, but now my son Bobby is a competitive Irish step
Yes,
dancer.
very good, too.
So,
I see all the little
I'm
posts.
so excited. This is the best week of the year.
Yeah, and today you came on a good day because it's Pie Day.
I know, it's Pie Day, and we have some pies that were dropped off by Lyman Orchards, the wonderful people at Lyman Orchards. Of course, we're celebrating not actual pies, but why not bring a pie in?
Right, we're selling pie the other way, P-I,
Right.
like 3.14,
Yes. Yep.
But it is a mathematical excuse to eat pie.
Yeah, of
And to
course.
get deals on pies.
Oh yeah, so it's the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter.
And no matter
And
what, it always
it's a
comes
very
out.
long number, but they've rounded it down to 3.14. Okay.
So basically, if you were to take the circumference of this delicious blueberry pie or that pizza you're looking at and divide it by its diameter, no matter what, it
Right.
would be 3.14. So on March 14th, you can eat a pie and it has no calories. That's what it means. I wish.
And on this day, there's probably a lot of deals at pizza pies and apple pies and stuff. So look for the deals as you're out shopping today.
So then you eat your pie and then you take a nap because it's National Napping Day.
I can't think of anything better than that, taking a nap on National Napping Day. I consider every day National Napping Day.
I am not a good napper. I know for years on the morning show you needed to take a
Yeah.
nap, but do you think
Yeah.
of yourself as a good napper? Can you take a power nap and be okay?
I can be okay, but it has to be a certain length of time. If I take a nap for over an hour, I think my body feels like it's going back to sleep for the rest of the
Right,
night.
and no matter what, I could set alarms, I could do
Yeah.
whatever. I will not get up after 20 minutes. Like, I just want to go.
Yeah.
Where Dennis could literally nap standing up and open his eyes 20 minutes later and be like, I'm good to go. Or like he can just fall asleep. You don't even know. You're talking to him. You're like, oh, he's asleep.
It's like, don't wake me up, okay?
So he's a good power napper, but I end
Yeah.
up just saying I got to keep going, go to bed early because I feel like I have to start all over after I take a nap.
Yeah, I feel like my day is starting all over again. But it's supposed to be pretty good for you, Napping is supposed to be pretty good for you.
It is.
Just
They
a little
think
bit of rest.
NASA studied it. It improves your memory, boosts your creativity, lowers your risk for heart problems. So,
Yeah, it's all good. I
just
love
maybe
napping.
set that alarm. They say the perfect time is like 20 minutes. I've never been able to do it. I just press snooze after.
I think a cat nap is good.
Yeah. All right. So this was big news that came out yesterday.
This is
Tom Brady
incredible.
is not going to retire.
This is incredible. When my son, he's like, Tom Brady's not going to retire. I'm like, is that a joke?
Yes, that's what I thought. Dennis told me yesterday. I was like, what do you mean?
He was looking on Instagram. I'm like, seriously? Is that real? Well, he says his retirement is off. He says he belongs back on the field and not in the stands. So, this comes, a few months after he said, I'm done. But you know what I was thinking?
It's unfinished business, he says.
Yeah.
And he makes this declaration when usually college basketball's March Madness lineup would make all the headlines. But this obviously shook everyone and said, I don't know. There's all kinds of speculation. Did he not really want to retire and his wife just wanted him home? And then they decided go back, or was he just going to say, hey, look, you want me to come back? Show me the money. I mean, we don't really know.
We don't really know. Personally, I think he wanted to finish on a high note. He didn't win the Super Bowl. They weren't in the Super Bowl this past season, and I think he wants to end on a high note.
Yeah.
But what do I know? He's probably like, you know what? I'm still young enough. I can do this.
People are excited he's coming back, and they can sell more jerseys now, for sure.
Of course.
So another big sports story is the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
4 teams from our state are heading to the big dance later on this week. That's the UConn men's team. It's the 5th seed. The Huskies will take on New Mexico State Thursday night, 6:50 in Buffalo. Yale is going.
Yeah. This is a big year.
And Irene and I were already beginning March Madness because our sons are on the same basketball team.
Yes.
Tangiers. Go Tangiers.
Go Tangiers. They're sponsored by Tangiers.
Get your falafel free throws.
Yes. The best food in the West End of Hartford.
Yes, and actually they're a wonderful family that actually helps run the whole rec league for our basketball team. Irene's son Quilty is amazing. And,
oh my goodness! Thank you so much.
He may be. You just never know. You have to watch him. He's got we need a name for him. It's like the blonde curls just go down the court.
They both have blonde curls.
Yes, they do. They do. They're both blonde, curly-haired kids,
and
they're both not that tall, which may be our fault. So.
I know.
That's what Julian tells me anyway. He's like, it's your fault.
I know. It's like my husband is 6'2", and I'm not me 5'3".
I'm like 5'2". Yeah. So anyway.
So we'll have to see what
they're
happens.
young though. They can grow late.
They are. They're young. They've got time to
late
grow.
Bloomers. All right.
Yeah.
And Hailey Bieber, this is amazing that she saw. I mean, this was like all the PSAs about you could be having a stroke. Thank goodness she knew the sign. She was hospitalized for a blood clot in her brain, which could have led to a stroke.
Right.
And she was having, she said, stroke-like symptoms. This is what she said in her Instagram post, and she got help.
Oh my
so
God.
Thank goodness, because all the people that we've interviewed over the time who maybe by just the stroke of luck they got to the hospital, but they were ignoring their symptoms. She really knew that she didn't feel good. She couldn't move her body the right way. And so it's really important to know those signs.
I know, such a young woman. And also, he posted a picture with his wife on Instagram with the caption, quote, "Can't keep this one down," unquote. And I think he recently tested positive for COVID. So I don't know if any of those two things have something to do with each other. I think that's true, right?
Right.
Anyway,
Well, they do have clotting as part of COVID.
Yeah.
I don't know if
that's what happened.
Actually, we didn't mention, but they just, over the weekend, they said former President Barack Obama tested positive for COVID.
Yes,
So.
But Michelle Obama did not. She tested negative. So it's not over yet in a lot of respects.
Yes.
Yeah.
The saga of actor Alec Baldwin continues. He is now saying, this came out through a deposition, he claimed, and it's not a popular thing to claim. People are upset about this. Helena Hutchins told him to cock the gun that ultimately took her own life, is what he said. Her family obviously is upset about that and challenging that, but that's what he stated in a deposition.
Yeah, and of course her family is extremely upset about it. So this is just an ongoing saga. Just not, it's not great all the way around. Very tragic all the way around.
Lots of things clearly went wrong on that side.
Oh yeah, lots of things went wrong, and it's just going to be years before we find out exactly what happened. But what a tragic story for her little son and her husband. So really sad there.
All right, so we've had this talk, Scott and I. He does no interest in going to space, where if they just said I could go, I would go tomorrow. I would love to do that. What's your feeling on space? Because I'm a little jealous of Pete Davidson's going.
I have trouble getting on roller coasters.
So no space for you?
I get motion sickness.
Maybe you wouldn't without gravity. I don't know.
I feel like it's intriguing, but I'm not sure I would do it. But Pete Davidson doing it.
Yeah, he's going to be among 6 people to go on the Blue Origin 20th mission. And we talked about this, that he might do it. Apparently he was having dinner with Jeff Bezos and they talked about it, and he's going. So, but there are other people that are scheduled to go. It's leaving on March 23rd from a launch site in West Texas. But they say, hey, it's not that far away, 5 years or so, where there's already plans. Marriott's working on plans to build hotels in orbit, and you can just go up there and take weekends in space. I mean, it's hard to imagine, but maybe.
You and Dennis go up there.
Dennis is not in for roller coasters. Dennis made the pirate ship at Kwasi stop because it was too much.
Yeah. I'm with him. I don't do it.
So I don't think we're getting him to space.
No. Maybe just you, a solo flight.
I think that Helena and Dennis would stay home and Julian would want to go with me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, this is sad news because one of my favorite movies of all time, Broadcast News, starring William Hurt, he died on Sunday at the age of 71. He was one of the hottest leading men in the 80s.
Yeah.
He had all these movies, Body Heat, Broadcast News, and The Big Chill, of course. He was
all
a 4-time, all these
classic
movies. But he passed away at age 71. He played actually the Hulk's nemesis for Marvel superhero movies. So I didn't even know that he did that. But
and he was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2018. Aw, but at least he passed with his family surrounding him in Portland, Oregon. So
yeah, he was a wonderful guy, a wonderful actor. He will be missed for sure. Okay, so this is a new study that they did. I'm not sure why they had to do a study about this, because this, I think a lot of people know this.
A lot of people already know this.
But and dog lovers, of course, know it, is that
dogs love makes you feel better.
Yeah, it makes you feel better. You know, a study published, it was actually in the Open Access Scientific Journal. It shows that dogs may also be a doctor's best friend. So in the research paper, Canadian doctors use therapy dogs to comfort people being treated in an emergency room for pain.
We just had comfort dogs here on Friday. I know you weren't here that day. It was so awesome. Just like that. One of them was licking my face, and they walked all around the newsroom, and that was part of our employee wellness. So we had some comfort dogs. Thank you to Renee Danino, who has all the, you know, she brings up the phone and the comfort dogs come. So we had comfort dogs thanks to Renee. And I know my kids really want a dog. I'm afraid that I won't be around enough to comfort the dog, and they don't know how much responsibility a dog is. And I know you and I both have cats. You have Taco.
I have Taco, yeah. But you know what? It's like, you know, dogs just bring so much warmth and so much companionship to people, even when they come visit like that. And they've been going to schools. I know Renee has arranged a lot of these groups of dogs to go to, you know, therapy dogs to go to schools, and the schools just love it.
It's so great when they're there, but I don't know if I'm at the point of getting one yet because of how much time they take. But
it is.
I want to make sure I'm comforting to the dog, but
it's time consuming for sure.
But they're amazing, and now the science has proved it. So, would you like to have mac and cheese ice cream? Not so much.
Yeah.
No. No.
Some of these flavors they come up with, I'm like,
ice cream should be ice cream, not pizza and mac and cheese flavors. Just my opinion.
I think one of those flavors is pizza, though.
Yeah.
They're talking about this. So it's, you know, Van Leeuwen ice cream. You know, you see them in the store.
It's going to be at Walmart. So this isn't even like one of those random things you order online. It's a limited collection.
Yep.
And so I guess, you know, when you say you can't have ice cream for dinner, maybe you could if it tastes like pizza or mac and cheese.
You could. I'm not sure I would like that. Like, I like the standard, you know, mint chocolate chip, for example.
Yes. Yes.
And I would have that for dinner.
There's calcium in it. Yeah. Could you put some nuts on top for some protein?
Anyway, they're coming out with those, you know, macaroni and cheese and pizza flavored ice cream. It's the Van Leeuwen brand.
Oh, check it out if that's your thing at Walmart.
That's coming up.
All right. Irene is here. We're happy to have her. Scott's taking a little break.